Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. Right here on my left. See these, Leigha?
The little marks?
Yeah, look closely. Pretty regular, eh?
Yeah, they're round.
What do you think caused that?
A bug of some sort, or?
Well, you know, that's initially what I would have thought, but I've actually seen the animal who does this. In the summertime, especially in the spring, you ever heard of a woodpecker called a sap sucker?
Yeah.
We have yellow-bellied sap suckers. The way these holes are lined up in rows, in columns, that's very distinctive. It's almost like a fingerprint. The only bird that can do that, or animal, is a yellow-bellied sapsucker. And indeed, as the name implies, they're removing the bark where these holes are and lapping up the sap.
So they're literally, they're literally sap suckers.
Yeah. In fact, all of these, if you look around us here, all of the trunks have been affected by it. And actually, I think the reason why this has been so busy here, geez, like a grocery store for a sapsucker, is because I know there was a nest nearby.
There's a nest in that tree right there. I don't know if that's
a nest, but that's not a woodpecker.
No?
A sapsucker, like all other woodpeckers, create holes in the trunk of a tree, so you should see the classic hole.
Oh, okay.
But that's probably from a warbler or a robin.
So would this be one woodpecker, or like a bunch of different ones over the course of time?
All the holes that your hand are on, that would have been one woodpecker. It would systematically just keep on doing it all the way around. This tree trunk has quite a story to tell. Can you see? There's several stories here.
Looks like it's been through a lot.
Yeah. It looks as if bits of wood have been chipped out, especially here. So, what do you think? Something did this. What do you think?
Well, it looks like a woodpecker bigger than the sapsucker.
Definitely, definitely. So what's the biggest woodpecker we have in Northern Ontario?
The pileated? Is that the red and white one?
Yeah, the big red and white ones. They're about this big. They're massive. They're always so impressive to see. So this one was clearly, you know what I was looking for? Look at this. You can see these, you can almost see little tunnels cut in the wood.
Yeah.
And look at this. That, carpenter ants did that.
Oh.
So this tree was full of carpenter ants, right? The tree was dead, perfect for carpenter ants to go through, chew the wood. The pileated would come along and listen to the chewing inside, and then chip away to get at its food, which in this case obviously was the carpenter ants. But now look at this. What's that?
Looks like the beaver friend.
Yes. So when the tree was alive, possibly about 7 to 10 years ago, the beavers came along and you can see how large this was. They started chewing it, never finished the job, and the tree has remained this way ever since. But the top is missing. There was a storm here about 4 or 5 years back that knocked off the top of the tree, and it's been falling apart ever since. But perfect store for a woodpecker to come to. Look at that.
Oh, the two holes?
Yeah, yeah. Those are large. You know, they're about the size of my fist. So what do you think? What do you think caused them?
They look almost like the woodpecker holes that were in the last tree from the pileated, except a little bit more care was taken when they were made.
Yeah, my guess is that is the nest, an old nest of a pileated woodpecker. Usually they like to choose new areas or new trees for their nests. And what's really neat though is that, you know, you think, well, that just becomes an abandoned hole. The truth is, here in Northern Ontario, there's about 50 different creatures that utilize those abandoned holes as their home. So what do you think those may be?
Squirrels.
Squirrels, bingo. Both flying squirrels and red squirrels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably other birds, maybe?
Yeah. And bats even, believe it or not.
Oh,
a bat will use that during the summer as a shelter.